Inheritance of Forgiveness. July 3, 2014. It is important, beautiful, bright hearts, to appreciate that forgiveness and self-forgiveness are both your birthright. It is your inheritance to heal yourself from one of life's experiences and enter into a new one with fresh eyes, new perspective, and ready to take on life new and with vitality. Yet regardless how full this inheritance is, you truly cannot enjoy it or reap the rewards from it if you have not fully accepted its importance. And it is your choice to accept it or not accept it, as you were gifted by God with free will. Remember, what God has given to you as a gift can never be taken from you, but it can be rejected by you. You always have a choice in every instance of every situation. You can accept the inheritance of forgiveness that God has given you, or you can continue following the path of false learned beliefs that are helping you attract more harm than good. It is a choice only you can make. It is your ego, the hidden virus of your spiritual growth and development, that prevents you from accepting God's inheritance of forgiveness. During any situation where your emotions or events are professed with dislike, you have decided to trust in the plan of your ego over the plan God has for you. So many times you have chosen to have faith in the way you believe instead of having faith and trust in God's divine plan. How many times have you selected your own perception over God's wisdom and vast knowledge? All your planning for tomorrow doesn't guarantee tomorrow to come. You are not to know all that is to unfold, as what unfolds is a result of your choices, and many times how well those choices work with others. Remember, dear ones, the past only helps you learn what not to repeat. The future is not promised, it is today, now, that needs your attention. Be in the present, as it is a divine gift given to each child of God. Within every single situation you have met thus far, you have always been given the opportunity to exercise your free will on how you will react or respond. You know you have the choice to react with anger, worry, anxiousness, confusion, with confliction, or you can choose to react with gratitude, peace, compassion, love, trust, and joy. Within all your experiences, regardless of what has manifested, you are given the opportunity to begin anew, to let go of what was not working, or what was hindering your ability to express joy and love in your everyday challenges and adventures, and give yourself peace of mind, love, and happiness. The profound knowledge, beautiful, bright hearts, that each of you have the power to react any one way to any situation at any time is truly the start of comprehending the complete power of your free will. Finding peace when you let something old go helps to manifest trust and peace of mind. It helps bring forth your inheritance of self-forgiveness in order to heal and move on gracefully and successfully. Keep in mind, your highest will and God's are always joined as one. God's plan for you has always been held in the highest regard. All that God has bestowed upon you is because God knew you already carried the inner tools to transcend and overcome any obstacle and grow as a result in all ways that are necessary for your own evolution. In all moments of your past, no matter how you think of those events now, remember you made the best possible choice you could with the tools and means you had. Since you made the best possible choice that you possibly could with what you had to choose from, you were acting through your highest of will and good. Every problem, difficult situation, or even mistakes are to be accepted as lessons, stepping stones to learning of opportunities and ways, as gifts given to you by God, in order for you to remember your own divinity and perfection as well as the divinity and perfection of all your brothers and sisters of God. You have questioned yourself many times over the past several years. You have wondered if you should be grateful for the lessons life has given you, and how the problems you have overcome has helped to contribute anything universally. Know in your beautiful hearts that each of you are loving, and accept the choices you made at the time. We know that in your heart that if you had other tools and other choices during the time, you would have chosen differently. Don't be hard on yourself for the choices you made. You chose the best you could at the time. Be responsible for the choices you made and for what you learned from them. Don't regret the past, instead learn from it. Be grateful and thankful the lesson each past experience has brought you, and for the person that helped bring those lessons to light. If it wasn't for the encounter with that person, the lesson would not have been available to be learned. the knowledge you gained would not have left you the opportunity to make use of your inheritance of forgiveness to be utilized. Your ability to forgive anyone who has hurt you, to bring peace into your life as a result, is also a wonderful contribution and compassionate offering to all brothers and sisters across this fine globe. Each of you today that has given a piece of their inheritance of forgiveness have all contributed peace, honor, and gratitude. Your past beautiful bright hearts has helped you become the knowing, wise, and knowledgeable person you are today. You are not less for your past, you are more because of it. Try to understand that when you are open and accepting of God, where you trust God implicitly, God is then able to express Himself through you. When you are being loving, forgiving, joyous, accepting, and peaceful, you are during those moments allowing God to flow and work through you. Even with God flowing through you, when you come to a choice, not even God can choose for you. All God can and will do is bring you to the crossroad of your choice, then it is you that makes the final choice. God will never force you, persuade or coerce you. When trusting in the presence of God, you trust in your ability to choose of the highest of good, and maintain peace, love, and forgiveness as you move through your new choice and extend your joy in every corner of the world you live. Try to understand the impact and importance of self-forgiveness, forgiveness and love has over your fellow brothers and sisters. When you offer any one of these immediately to your brothers and sisters of God, you are also offering these to yourself. Forgiveness and love must be able to flow through you before it can be experienced by others that you have offered it to. When you are in this mindful and healthful state of mind, you are able to experience peace, genuine love, forgiveness, and happiness. Each experience you have been lessons and gifts. When you are able to perceive all your experiences as lessons or gifts, you are ignoring the ego's attempt to see the negative of the situation. You are leaning towards the direction of God's plan in trust and faith of infinite wisdom and knowledge. If you look at past experiences with judgment, criticism, or think of them as errors or bad decisions, you are allowing your ego to replace your trust in God's plan. Try to remember that every day of your life, you have the ability to create heaven in each instance and situation, or you can create chaos. It always has been up to you. When it is time to forgive yourself, you are demonstrating that you have lived long enough with the ego in charge and with the pain the situation brought. Each person has a breaking point of living in torment of the pain that a situation has brought. When you are ready to let it go, then you are ready to forgive and stop punishing yourself any further. When you have reached this readiness state, you will not only be aligning yourself with God, but releasing your past to Him, then willingly becoming a means to bring other sons and daughters who have become lost in their past home to Him once again. There are so many dear souls disconnected from the source of their creation, from God. Remember, your divine source is always unconditionally loving, always forgiving. If you are at a crossroads in life and don't quite have the strength to forgive all of yourself, then permit the part of you that is still aligned with God to forgive the part of you that is still believing and living the illusion or dream that you can't completely let go. You have the power already to heal yourself, one bit at a time. Healing of yourself through the inheritance of your forgiveness is not something that has to happen in one complete moment. It can be done in steps determined by your own readiness and acceptance. If you are not ready to accept what you believe is an illusion, then the forgiveness you apply will not hold. You must be fully ready to end the pain and suffering any event or situation has brought for the power of forgiveness to have its divine and healing effect. Stop punishing yourself further, and convicting yourself with heavy, negative feelings and emotions. Say, enough is enough. Then take that brave step forward towards God, and trust that He will always guide you through your tears and from His light to the ways of healing and growing that are for your benefit, that help contribute healing to others as well. God will always be the kind, gentle Father. He will never turn you away. He will stand with you, if you let Him. When you are ready to forgive yourself and those that have harmed you, even if they didn't know they did, find a quiet place, or give yourself enough time at the very end of your day and speak to God, or choose to speak to God's golden Son. You may choose to connect to an angel or a different deity, be it one that you know well have experienced before. Tell them you are now ready to bring peace into your life once again. Tell them you are now ready to forgive yourself and to live without the pain the emotion the situation has brought that has plagued you and kept you from living the joyous life you deserve. You can address this moment of forgiveness to any past event, person, a feeling, or even to yourself. Go back to this experience, beautiful bright hearts, understanding and knowing you are completely protected by God's shielding light, and know that the painful parts of that event can no longer hurt you because you are now surrounded by a profound divine family that are there to help you, to guide you, to support you, to protect you, and ultimately to love you. Trust in these divine beings that are here for you during this momentous moment you have given to yourself. As you sit in this moment, you are no longer choosing to punish yourself, you are choosing to forgive and to love yourself. Envision yourself being surrounded by not only the divine ones you've asked to be there for you, to hear and witness your acceptance and release, but also envision your present brothers and sisters of God that will be blessed by your ability to forgive, love, and let go of the past. Try to feel their energy, and to feel their support lifting your confidence and helping to raise your head high. Ask your brothers and sisters of God to lend you their help to accept and gift to yourself with what you have before you as gifts for others, which is the gift of forgiveness, your divine healing inheritance. It won't be long when you'll begin to feel an incredible amount of love coursing through you, flowing through every pore as your fellow brothers and sisters of God, some who have passed on, some who are still living among you, sharing their love and support, helping you rise above your situation and accept self-forgiveness and to let go of the pain and past in favor of the present. Bring all pain into your thoughts and release this to God. Watch yourself hand this package to God that includes all the pain you have felt during all the time you allowed yourself to suffer. It only takes acceptance and a little willingness to trust and to have faith that God is taking all that dark pain away from your mind, away from your body, so He can dissolve it into light. As that package of heavy negativity and pain dissolves, you feel yourself becoming lighter as you have finally let go. You may be overcome by a rush of tears as the weight you've carried for so long is finally gone. You may feel a warmth move throughout and around your body as your whole self becomes alive once again in the presence of God. God's light now has space and fills up inside of you, filling up all the crevices that once griped you to the painful parts of your past, hindering your attempts to move forward. Now God's truth has replaced your illusions, which has set you free so you may pursue so many opportunities that were once blocked. The divine beings you asked to attend cannot be harmed by any of the pain you carried. Do not feel or think this. God's light runs through them always, and any pain you have carried has absolutely no effect on the divine ones. Never forget, beautiful bright hearts, that God will always accept your memories of pain and suffering simply because God loves you. When you release to God, always see your pain and suffering being dissolved in His brilliant and penetrating light, and feel the peace His presence brings you. Allow God's love to enter you, and let yourself feel the flow of love moving through your own spirit, body, heart, and mind. At this moment, dear ones, you and God are one. His love for you will always be unconditional and always complete. Whenever you feel pain from an experience, allow God to take that pain away and let Him replace it with His divine love. Where the pain once lived, is now His love. Feel this change and embrace it, for it is yours. God is always willing and grateful to help bring you back to peace and love when you release the pain of any past event or situation. From taking this brave step, beautiful bright hearts, know that you have also taken a step closer to Him. He does not tire of these exchanges. He is grateful for the exchange and for the connection you are making with Him, because He knows you are letting go of the illusion in favor of truth, peace, and love. His gratitude to you is an essential part to the inheritance of your forgiveness. Always thank God with your whole heart and really feel Him receiving your gratitude. Send your own love as waves into His own light and watch it become that much brighter. Thank God for always being there and for His endless love, guidance, and support. Give thanks to the ones that you have asked to be witness, to guide, and to support you that was not God, perhaps was Jesus, an angel, or a deity that you often turn to. Give yourself time to bask in their light and quiet gratitude, and allow the healing of forgiveness to work through you and around you. Finally, say goodbye to what you have released to God or to whom you have entrusted your pain with, and allow the angels, allow Jesus, allow the deity or God Himself to guide to new ways of understanding that will remain with you. Always know these divine beings that you have called will come again when you need to heal, to let go, to forgive, and move on. Take some time to rediscover any moment that was hidden from you and acknowledge that that hidden moment has always been available. All you ever need to do to heal is to forgive and ask for peace, then the love will soon follow. As you ask, beautiful bright hearts, remember the presence of the beings you have entrusted yourself with, and always know they will always offer you their presence, their support, and guidance as you offer your peace, love, and compassion to yourself and to all your fellow brothers and sisters of God. And so it is. I'm Ascended Master, Lady Nada through Julie Miller. SpiritualNetworks.com